Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to Minecraft Creative Cribs, episode 53. My name is Anthony, or B Statz, you prefer to call me in between those two, and welcome back to Creative Cribs. I hope you guys have been tuned into the series. I've been really busy with Title Update 12 videos, so I have not been able to do many Creative Cribs, but welcome back, and this feels very good. Like I said, this is one of my favorite series on this channel, and I really love it a lot. And here we go. So if you don't know what Creative Cribs is, if you're new to my channel, it's a series where I actually join, whether it be a subscriber, a YouTuber, a fan, anybody's world on Minecraft, Xbox 360, and record it for you and showcase it and tour it. You kind of tour me around, and we take a look at this. So here's White Fang's Adult Pleasure Shop, 18 and plus. I hope I don't have to blur out anything for you guys here. Which, this is like a huge mansion. Now, if you were able to get a glimpse of the outside, it was like a fantasy-looking mansion, and it was probably one of the coolest mansions that I've seen as far as color-wise. I really love the colors that he used with the orange wool and lapis, and it looked really good. So here's a that's somebody's church that they built. So like I said, this whole mansion is like people that's actually joined his world, and he just give them rooms. And whoa, that was very, very creepy just now. What if this is like some secret dungeon in this church or something? I have no idea. Or maybe it could just be hidden good things. Oh, there's some golden apples, some cake, some armor. Oh, so this is all good. This is all love. And there was a few unique things in here too. As you can see, if you press that button, a book actually comes out like a Bible. I thought that was really cool. You have your enchantment table up there, which is like where the preacher would go. It would be very weird being a preacher if you're like an Enderman or something like that in a suit. And all these animals in here are driving me crazy. I'm looking at you, Cal. You lucky I don't have the privileges to kill animals. So let's exit here and go around here. Now, this mansion would be very cool to actually play Michael Myers on. Maybe, if possibly, I think it would be really nice. Here's one built by Pavilion 40, which this is, I'm not really sure. It looks like a button room or something crazy like that. And the whole thing that I like about this is that each room is very unique. Like I said, there's different builders, and like I said, whether it be a fan, a YouTuber, a builder, anything like that, they've joined this world, and they've built their own little room. So a lot of the none of the rooms are exactly the same, and each one has something unique about it. This one, here's some Bud Light and some other stuff. And I think that was Coca-Cola, maybe. I'm not really sure, but they don't have a Bud Light machine in real life. I'm pretty sure of that. I don't think they do. I don't really know, but don't quote me on that. But anyway, let's get ready to leave here. I didn't actually get a catch of whose room this actually was. Oh, wow, Trojan. They definitely are. So I have a Bud Light and the Trojan vending machine. I want to say this was probably White Fang's brother on that one. I don't know. I didn't actually catch the name on that one. Here's like a lava room here. We don't go in every single room. As y'all know, different rooms have different things, but he showed me mostly some of the main rooms that are really good and that I really like. Here's like a game room. You have your little TV over here, which is awesome. Wish they had some redstone lamps in here, but this was actually a little bit before the Title Update 12 update, so they actually didn't have that in there. And also, I'm really looking forward to seeing some builds too from the Title Update 12, being that we got the new height build limit. We have the new build limit height. God, I just said that backwards. And we also have, you know, upside down stairs, things like that. And everybody's making sideways logs too as well. So I'm really looking forward to seeing builders and what they're actually going to be able to build and things like that. It's just going to be amazing, and I'm really looking forward to that. So here's like a little locker room area. I think that's the men's and the women's bathroom. Well, here's the men's bathroom there. And that's the women's bathroom over there. I'm not going to actually go in there because it's just like, I don't know. Even though I'm in the game, it's like something you don't do in real life. So I'm just like, I'll just take it as I see pink and that's the women's bathroom. So I won't go in there. So let's dilly-dally over here. And here is Le Zora, I think it's room. And we go in here. And his room looks really cool. I really like the textures in this a lot. Whoa, creepy. What is he doing to that sheep? Maybe he's like, that's very scary right now. I wonder what kind of things he's doing to that sheep. I have no idea. So let's exit that before things get very, very creepy. I could have actually spared that sheep's life and just killed him, but I didn't do that. So let's keep going. And like I say, each individual room is completely different. This room looks cool. I really love the floor a lot. And I can't wait till we get texture packs, you guys. As you all know, we don't have texture packs now currently. On today, which is the day this video is uploaded, we actually don't have texture packs. But we will be getting it soon. And I think I will be doing I know I will be doing a survival series once texture packs come out. On Title Update 12, I'm going to say Title Update 12. I wanted to say TU12, and then I wanted to say Title Update. So I kind of like crossed the two, like a Title Update. That'd be very cool. I wish I could like make my own words sometimes. I could come up with some really cool words. But there's one word that it confuses me a lot. So okay, so you know, if let's say you were to say under, and you know you is like pronounced you, like un, and onion is with a O, but you say it's with a O, and O is like O, and why is onion like onion should be union, and wait, I just got confused. Okay, union should be onion, and onion should be, oh my god, I got confused, but you get what I'm saying. Why isn't the word onion spelled like union? That's what I mean. And here's like a little courtyard area here, which I thought was cool, as you can actually see in the middle from there. Here's one by Magic Echo, which this was really cool. He really loved the designs of the crosses on the walls as far as in each corner. That was very unique. I really like that a lot. It's like a little depressing room though. It's gonna puts me in a little emo feeling. Here's another room. It says have fun. So I think this is a bunch of like games in here. If you read this, then I love you. I love you too. With so much love and all that stuff from the bottom of my heart. And I'm actually going to take that minecart and actually see what it does. How awesome if you had a minecart rolling around your room. That would be very creepy, but very hot. That'd be very nice. So we're just going to take this around here. Whee! Alright, let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle and leave that there. I didn't know I was actually flying, but he has like a little kitchen table, so all you need in this world, well, in this, oh, is this a working fridge? Oh, it is, and I got some Deer Park water, thank you, oh yes, which you know, like, working fridges were big in my survival crib series, and I thought that was just amazing. If you did not have a working fridge, or if you remember that whole process of the working fridge, if you're watching this episode, then you know and here's another working fridge, oh yes, awesome. 2 kudos for that. Probably like 5 or 6 kudos. Random numbers, but it's still kudos. Here's a bathroom here, which is really nice. Let's exit here. I thought he was actually going to get on the toilet, but he actually didn't. Here's a blue bed, which is cool. You always see people that use red, and he has some snow there for the pillows. I thought that was a unique design for that. Here's a blue couch, which looks good. I can tell this guy's favorite color is blue. And there's a nice little TV there where you just chillax and all that stuff. So if you were actually able to get in this mansion in real life, you would have a blast. Like, there's no way you could be bored in this at all. So let's leave here. And I feel kind of bad not shutting the door sometimes when I leave here. Here's like I want to say this is like a library or something maybe. I'm not really sure. I think it is actually a library. Yeah, here's the laptops that you can actually use where you actually do your study time. I'm seeing some funny videos and like use like those Japanese like funny shows when they have stuff in the libraries and stuff like that. It's very funny. I've seen those shows a long time. I forget the name of the show. It's been so long since I actually watched it. Here's one made by Suzo. Well, I think that was his name, TZ something. And his room was very cool. I really like this a lot, how he made his room like a nether. I'm not actually sure where he would sleep at. I hope he doesn't sleep on the lava, but other than that, that was awesome. I really like that, how he built his doorway like that, and you just walk through, and it's like you're in the nether. And we're actually going to go inside the nether, and I think he probably actually built something inside the nether. So let's check this out. Nice! That was, whoa, that's creepy. But it's nice, and I really like that a lot. I'm trying to figure out where this dude's gonna sleep at, though. I have no clue. But who needs to sleep when you're wide awake in the nether and you have to watch your back for gas and stuff like that? If there was gas, oh, he should have spawned like a gas in his room. That would be very, very weird. Or that would be awesome if he did that. But no, he would probably blow up everything and it wouldn't be pretty. I wish you could like tame gas. Now, how awesome would that be? If you could tame gas and you can just like ride them, I think that'd be cool because no, that'd be very creepy. But it would be cool on one sense. Like if you could throw a saddle on top of a gas head and just like hop on him and just ride him around, and he would like shoot fireballs and all that stuff. That would be great. So here's a forest room here. There's a little nice piggy there, which I don't actually kill any animals in this video, you guys. So you know, my animal killing addiction in Creative Cribs is getting a little bit better. Maybe it's just best I get my animal privileges to kill disabled. Who would have thought after all these years, not years, but I'm just using that as a figure of speech, after all this time, the only way to prevent me from killing animals, well, to stop me, is to actually just don't give me privileges to kill animals. And then there you have it. I don't have the need to kill them anymore. So we fly over here. I really love this courtyard area a lot. I really like the way he did everything. Hopefully I'll get another look at the view of the bottom of it so you can actually see what it looks like. It is great, and I love this a lot. So let's go over here to the next room, built by Winston. Ooh! Now, this room was very good as far as interior design, and StiffTripple actually really loved this room a lot, and this one looked great, and the way he did the designs and the floor designs, everything kind of meshed together, even though everything looked very, and he has cobwebs up there. This was a very good interior design. I really like this a lot, especially to have such a room not that big, and he actually did all this. Has the vines going over the bed. I thought that was cool and very, like, sexy, majestic kind of a thing. And we go over here to the kitchen, and he has a nice little furnace there. There's some cake there. I said furnace. You know I meant stove. All that good stuff. And he has some sugar cane there. So let's get out of here and skedaddle. Let's go to this next room built by Cass, I think. And this room was cool too. And as you can see, he has a nice fireplace there. And it has some vines up there. Now, he actually has some like prisoners or something like that. This isn't cool. Now, I wish I could set these guys free, because he's like, he has these and he's like keeping them hostage. But I'm gonna act like I didn't see that at all. And actually, I should have just broke them, but I can't go up there now. But yeah, he has some snow golems tamed. But overall, you guys, I'm really loving Title Update 12 update. This is crazy. Now, I don't think anybody expected the update at all when it actually came out. I was actually just driving about, and I like got a tweet to my phone. I was just like, Title Update is out. I'm just like, whoa, okay. So I guess I have to go home now. I was actually on the way home, but I was very tired. But I actually made a bunch of videos for you guys, and I hope that all those videos actually helped you guys out. Like I said, I always try to help you guys out when it comes to any title update or anything like that, any tutorials. If you have any requests, just be sure to let me know, and I'll do what I can to actually bring that towards you guys, well, to you guys, and get that. And here's like a drug. Just look away. Drugs are very bad. Here is like a little stash house where he has his, plants and mushrooms and all that stuff in that chest that you should not have. I'm going to report him to the Minecraft police, and oh god, this is just terrible. Let's get out of here before we get framed or something crazy like that. So let's go over here. Here's another room, and this room was really cool. It was very simple. As far as if I was to have a room, and the fireplace actually is off because nobody's in here, nobody's sleeping, so there's no need to have the fire burning if you're not actually in the room sleeping. So let's exit here, and you can never go wrong with using vines. I think I love the way vines look a lot in rooms. And this is H Don something. I didn't actually catch the gamer tag. Here's like a prison area where you would actually go in here, and this isn't cool to have a room, but you gotta think, like, this will be an all-out, like, survival mansion. Like, you have a prison, you have a freaking nether room, you have so much stuff in this mansion, and I think everybody's ideas and creativity all kind of form up to be just one awesome ball of greatness. And use awesome and great in one sentence is just crazy. Here's another room, which looks very cool. I love the blue a lot. And there's a bed. I think he has a gray bed, which was nice. Like I said, you don't really see many colors as far as on beds. And there's the speakers. You see the dispensers has the speakers on the TV. I thought that was cool. I actually just caught that as well. And my inventory is not looking too bad. I got steak and water. I mean, I'm being treated very good here. Filet mignon and some Deer Park water. You cannot beat that. So we're actually going to get ready to leave here. Exit that. Oh yeah, now shut the doors behind me. Nice! I actually did that for a chance. There was a period of time during the Crib series where I was very anal about shutting doors. If I was leaving a room and I was going to shut the door, I would actually shut the door. So look at this. This is where all these guys meet up and eat, which is amazing. We have cake all day. What more could you ask for? So you have cake to eat. Everything. You have the nice chandelier, and I love the whole design of this. Look at the roof designs. He really did a great job on this mansion, you guys, and I really love this a lot. The fantasy style of this was just phenomenal. And everybody would just come here and eat, have fun, and just have a good old jolly time, and you just cannot beat that. And I think I actually lose him here too. We actually have to meet up at some point. being that the textures and everything, well, the colors are kind of like all over my eyes. It's kind of weird to actually find him, and he's actually Enderman too, which I can barely see him. Sometimes that happens a lot. I actually lose you guys when it comes to when you actually turn me. Like, you may fly somewhere and actually lose you, and I'm like, holy crap, I just lost you. So I forget what this area is. I think this is like where all the cakes are baked for everybody, and you can't beat that. So if you ever run out of cake, just run into that room and just grab you some out the kitchen, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Trust me. Trust me. Now, I'm not sure how many rooms are actually in this mansion. I think he's still actually inviting people to his world to actually build things on this. Not really sure. Don't quote me on it. All the information will probably be in the description with his gamer tag or YouTube channel. So let's follow him around here and check out some more rooms. And let's go in here. This looks like a huge... I'm not really sure what this is. I think this is like a club. Oh yeah, and you go up here, and I'm going to be a DJ for like 20 seconds. So don't get me wrong. Here's DJ Enderman. Or whatnot. I really wish I could dubstep with my voice. If you don't know a Dextro, he can actually do some dubstep. He sent me a bunch of voice messages with dubstep, which I thought about actually doing that. If you're watching this video, I thought about like posting a video of you dubstepping in my message box or whatnot. But you're actually getting better at it. I wish I could actually dubstep. I think if I took the time out, I could probably do it. But I'm really working on my building skills. Here's another prison here. This area, I think this prison was a little bit better than the other prison. Now, I'm not saying that, like, I don't like comparing things at all. I think every build that actually people took their time on is awesome for the most part. Of course, you have some things better than the other, of course, but this one had a little bit more to this prison. It was added more, and you can kind of compare prisons because you have to think which one would you rather live in. So here's the area, too, where if you actually hit that button, it actually feeds the prisoners bread, so they don't get hungry. The other one actually didn't have food in it, so you would starve to death and probably die of hunger. So that one, you would press the button ever so often, and you would actually get some bread. So that was cool. So the guards were actually really nice in that. And you can, well, that's not really nice. If they were nice, they would give you steak, bread, potion of swiftness, potion of strength, all that stuff, so you could like work out and lift and break out and live free or whatnot. This is actually StiffTripple's room, and he's like on the top of everybody. And here's his room here, very basic room, but the design of it is great. As far as basic, I mean bed-wise. Like, it doesn't look like he was like, you know, I'm gonna make the biggest bed ever, but he does have the best view out here, and he can actually see out, and everything's great with this. He can actually sleep in that bed there. Here is a maid, well, which someone would actually be in there, probably a snow golem or something. And she would just like mop the floor with snow or something crazy like that. That would be very weird. I wish you can get away to like I wish there was a mod to have mobs talk. That would be very, very creepy, but at the same time I think it would be awesome. I wonder like what their voices would sound like. I think we all have in our mind what voices would sound like an Iron Golem, which I'm so glad we have Iron Golems and Ocelots. This is crazy, and I'm really glad that we have that now in this update. But I'm pretty sure the Iron Golem would talk like Arnold with a robotic tune or something like that. Like, I don't really know exactly. I was gonna actually try to do a demonstration, but I have no clue. Here's like a little ping pong table there, which you can't beat that. I've only played ping pong about twice or 3 times in my life. Don't judge me on that. But I remember one time I fell on a tennis court, and I thought I broke my what did I fall on? I thought I broke my leg. Seriously, like I was jumping over the thing and I actually tripped and fell. Well, actually, I felt like I broke my face. I didn't actually land on my face, but I landed on my hand, and it hurt so bad. And a tennis court is so hard. I know it looks very soft because, you know, the balls bounce off and things like that. And I was very young at the time, but I bust my chops on a tennis court, and it was just crazy. Not like I was playing hardcore tennis, but just being fun and jumping over stuff for no reason. I don't know why I did that, but I regret that. But I'm here today, so I'm not actually too bad hurt. But we're gonna go outside and take a look out and give you guys a full overview of the mansion, and I'll really show you guys the design and the things and all that stuff like that. Now, none of this was actually used with upside down stairs. This was all before Title Update 12, you guys. So let's go around here and check this out, especially by his room, that staircase area that we just went down. That design on the roof looks just insane, which we're going to see that too. He's actually working on another mansion over there that's going to be bigger than this one, so that's great if you did catch a glimpse of that to the left. So here's like the fantasy style, and look at that. That just looks crazy. So we're actually going to fly up and get an overview of that. But that pretty much wraps it up for this episode of Creative Cribs, you guys. And I hope you guys did enjoy. If you actually didn't check out episode 52, be sure to do that. I actually made a playlist in the description with all the episodes of Creative Cribs if you want to check those out, if you're like having some free time and things like that. But hopefully everybody's day is going good. I know school is starting back, and hopefully you guys are prepared for that. And stay focused and make good grades and all that good stuff. But I'll always be here for you guys, so don't worry about that. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. And that's pretty much it. So like I said, I hope you guys did enjoy. Feel free to drop a like. It's very much appreciated and really helps the series grow. And be sure to become a comrade today if you already haven't. And until the next video, I will talk to you guys later. Peace out. Much love. Peace.